Peace and welcome. Thank you so much for joining our Friday session. I hope that you're feeling good and in good spirits. So, thank you all for bearing with me. What an adventure the last 2 weeks were. But we made it through. We had a really beautiful 2 sessions with some of the most wonderful women. I don't think we could have asked for a better group. It was really good. So I have returned. I'm back. We are in the full swing of the summer, and there's a lot happening. There are a lot of places to be. There are a lot of people to meet, and I was reminded today in some conversations about future planning and investments and finances and all sorts of things like that. I was reminded, just kind of had a jolt to celebrate the present moment. It's here and then it's gone. So what we do with it really is up to us. We can spend that time in fear. We can spend that time worrying, ruminating on the past, pining over what has been lost. Or we can embrace what we have, where we are, who we are in this moment. Let's see what the cards have to say. I just needed to kind of get that out there. Just a reminder to be present, celebrate the present of presence. Everything in life is so fleeting. It feels like just yesterday I was sitting in the same spot telling you, I'll be gone for 2 weeks, but don't worry. And just like that, half a month went by. Incredible. Today we are reminded to find solace in silence. I love this. Today I am waiting on an arrival of noise-canceling headphones. So this is confirmation for me personally, but also I think a reminder with everything that's going on. Sometimes, if we're lucky, we can find a little peace in a little quiet. So honoring that message for today, doing our best to seek out the tiny bits of silence between all of the things. It's very interesting. I think I've spoken about this before. The place where I live, there's a lot of 18-wheeler trucks and recycling machines and aluminum. There are lots of manufacturing plants and things at the end of my block. I don't know how anyone is zoned to live here, but alas. I also have a very young neighbor downstairs who hasn't quite gained control of his inside feet. So it never seems to be much quiet, much silence. Hence the noise canceling headphones, because in an effort to maintain my mental health and self-care, I need a little silence, a little quiet. So let's see if we can find a little quiet in between, focusing and highlighting that space and allowing that space of gentle quiet to spread throughout the body. Maybe the shoulders are a little loud right now. The eyebrows, the jaw, the chin. And see if we can invite a little bit of ease. Allowing the shoulders to find their way down the back. From the top to the bottom, the crown to the root. Invite in that peace on the breath. And see if you can turn down the volume on anything, any thought that gets a little loud. Every exhale is an opportunity to twist that little knob. See if you can find a quiet little corner in the hips, in the knees, the ankles. Seeking an internal silence. Deepen the breath. Settling the body on the exhale. Let's release the left ear to the left shoulder. Turning down any noise we might find in the right side of the neck. And we're going to roll the head back, bringing the chin up towards the ceiling. Feeling that stretch along the front of the neck and the throat maybe even into the chest. Nice, and slowly roll that right ear to the right shoulder. Turning down the thoughts. And roll the chin to the chest. Still sitting up tall here. Try not to let the back round too much. Check in with the shoulders. Check in with the back of the neck. Slowly unroll the neck, sitting up tall, stretching the top of the head up. Deep breath in, full breath out. Beautiful. Send the arms overhead. And let's give a little stretch, left and right. Here, looking to open up the space along the sides of the body, along the back. Mobilizing the shoulders even. Nice. Release the arms and twist to the left. Come back to center. Inhale. Take a few circles here. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to twist to the right. Finding that tall seat again. Beautiful. Come back to center. We're going to take some circles once again. 2 and 1. Come up to the top. And let's take a wide-legged stance. Pulling that right heel out. Left heel is in. Take a few circles and just open up that hip socket. Maybe we're stretching along the inside hamstrings, along the adductors, the inner thigh. Aiming to quiet that space. For me, stretching feels to feel the muscle stretch, it feels a little loud. And the longer I kind of maintain that stretch, the easier it becomes, the quieter that muscle becomes. It's not yelling at me quite as loud. So just take a few breaths here. You can walk the arms forward as I've done. Maybe you come down to the elbows, resting the forehead on a block if you have one. Nice and easy here. We don't have to come all the way down. We don't have to come all the way out. We just want to feel that stretch on the inner thigh. Beautiful. So sitting up nice and tall, find those sit bones once again. Place the right hand onto the left thigh and bring the left arm up overhead. Try to relax the shoulders here. As you exhale, bring that right shoulder to the inner right leg. Beautiful. Maybe you come down on that right elbow, under the shoulder. Careful not to sink in. No lazy shoulders here. Nice, strong shoulders. Powering down through the elbow, through the forearm. Even that left hand is electrified here. The softening happens in the lower left side of the back. Nice. Come on up. Place that left palm down, point the right toes and lift the hips. Sending that right arm right alongside the right ear. And come on down, nice and easy. We're going to switch sides. Right heel in, left heel out. Take some circles here. And when you're ready, you can place the palms down, just in front of the shoulders. And of course, using the breath all the way through here. Allow the body to find that quiet. It's there. Two more breaths. And slowly make your way back. Place the left hand onto that right knee. Reach the right hand up. You're going to come on over. Again, dropping that left elbow down if you would like. You can also place it onto a block if you have one. Aiming to keep the hips and the shoulders pretty much in line here. We don't want that right shoulder dipping forward. One more breath here. Nice. Come on up. Place the right hand down. Point the left toes and lift. Driving the hips up. Resetting the sacrum here in this wide-legged posture. One more breath. And release. Bring the soles of the feet together. And take a couple rocks. Nice gentle session today. Slowing down in some basic postures so that we can really tune into the details. Nice. Let's sit up nice and tall. Quick Baddha Konasana. Exhale and fold for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Nice and easy. Come on up. And close the knees with the palms. Transitioning through. Take your tabletop. Tuck your toes. And lift the hips, hovering the knees. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the knees for downward facing dog, pushing the belly back towards the thighs. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your hovering tabletop, lifting through the heels. 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips up for downward facing dog. Tuck the chin here. Palms deep into the mat, tailbone up. And back to your hovering tabletop. Beautiful. Lift up the right heel. And then the left. Lift for downward dog. Back to hovering tabletop. Right knee to elbow. Return and left knee to elbow. Return to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's walk the feet to meet the hands. Heels under hips. Take a deep breath in. Half lift. Set the shoulders down and back. Exhale, hips back, knees bend. Palms go forward, deep chair pose. Palms down, hips up. Straightening those legs, drop the top of the head down. Inhale big here. Exhale, hips back, belly to thigh, deep seat. Beautiful, palms down, straighten the legs. moment here. Actually, we're going to bring the palms underneath the heels of the feet. Palms underneath the heels of the feet. So all the fingertips are going to face forward, and the thumbs are going to come right alongside the outer edge of the heel. From here, yes, I know, challenging, squeezing that belly towards the thighs. The knees are still a little bit bent here. We're going to take a deep breath in. Lengthen the spine as much as you can. Straighten the legs as much as you can. Exhale. Keep the tailbone lifted up. And we're going to squeeze the elbows towards each other behind the legs. Drop the top of the head down towards the mat, relaxing the neck. Squeeze that belly in for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Soften the knees here. Release the palms. Inhale, half lift. Nice. Exhale, take a seat, belly to thigh. And come on up. All the way to standing. Open the arms. Breathe here. Pause for a moment of presence. How does the body feel? How does the heart feel? Anything you can relax, the shoulders, the hips. Take a nice breath here. Place the palms onto the hips. Step towards the top of the mat. Lifting up that right knee, we're going to step back with the right leg. Not quite as long as a warrior 2. We'll be a little shorter than that. We're going to spin that back heel down to about 45 degrees. So the hips are still facing forward, but that right foot is out about 45 degrees to the right. Take a moment, tuck the tailbone underneath and lift the heart. Exhale here and fold, hinging at the waist. As you hinge, pull the left hip back and the right hip forward, keeping the hips nice and square here. Flex that left thigh, pulling that kneecap up, keeping that left leg nice and strong. Maybe you come down about halfway. Maybe you keep going, aiming to get the belly to the thigh. Relax the head and neck. Find the quiet in the feet, in the hips, the legs. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, unfold. Step the right foot to meet the left. And switch sides. Right foot down, left knee up. Step it back. Spin the left heel out, hips face forward. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale to fold. Right hip pulls back, left hip moves forward. Feeling those glutes engaged, the thighs. Feeling the core engaged, the belly engaged as we pull it down towards that right thigh. Breathe here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, unfold. Step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Open the arms. Nice. Beautiful. Let's swing a little bit left and right. Get the arms involved. Notice the points of contact. Nice. Coming to stillness here at the center. Just working on a little bitty self-massage. So, taking one hand, we're gonna work the arms. Get the arms out of the way first. Inside the arms, outside the arms, all the way up to the top. Using whichever pressure feels good. I'll make a little extra pressure, a little extra. Pouring into myself, pouring into yourself. Nice. So now that we got the arms, let's come on down and get the legs. Outside. Around to the inside. You can move around as you need to. Don't forget the back. We got some big muscles back there. All along the side, get the glutes. So you can move on if you would like, but I think I'm going to stay here for a little bit. Woo. Beautiful. And maybe lightening the pressure. You can take some abdominal massage. We want to be careful around the abdominals. Careful as we go in the back, around the kidneys, if we can reach. Coming up into the chest. Make sure to go all the way out along the collarbones. Again, being very careful around the heart. Maybe lightening the pressure around the breast if that feels better. I like to use my knuckles right underneath the collarbones. Very light pressure into the neck. Very, very light. Almost a gentle vibration. Don't forget the shoulders, in the back, the back of the neck. Again, very light pressure. And maybe even the head, if that feels good. Coming all the way around, getting into the scalp, getting in to the base of the skull, just above the ears, all the way around to the front. So for the face, we're going to use the fingertips. The fingertips are going to be lightly cupped, and we're just going to go right along the hairline. If we have nails, we can once again use the knuckles. Very, very light, just bending the fingers to use the knuckles. But if not, go ahead and use the fingertips. Coming all the way out to the temple, down the forehead, along the eyebrows. We'll come around the eyes and even get the space underneath the eyes, getting into the sinuses, above and below the cheekbones. Very light pressure here. Moving along the jaw, the bottom and the top of the lip. All the way out along the mandible, the lower jaw. Underneath the chin, into the neck. Very light pressure. Nice. And maybe you slow it down along the collarbones. And relax. Let's come on down to the mat and onto the back. Pull the knees to the chest, and for a moment, just absorb that little massage, a little percussion. Notice the sensations in the face, the arms. Reach the arms overhead. Stretch the fingers as far away from the body as possible. Go ahead and release the left leg onto the mat. Stretch that left leg. Toes away from the fingertips. And then we're going to switch sides. First, pull the left leg in, and then extend the right leg. Stretch the right side. Nice. Pull the right knee in. Let the arms come out to the sides. And we're just going to rock a little bit right and left. We're not going to settle down just yet, but keep the knees together. Using the breath rock left and right. And the next time you rock to the right, you can stay there for just a few breaths. Take an inhale, come back to center. And exhale, dropping the knees to the left. And breathe in, come back to center. We're going to drop the feet down. And extend the legs onto the mat. Bring the arms alongside the body, coming into a little bitty fish pose. Breathe in. On your exhale, press into the elbows, press into the forearms, lift the heart, and keep the top of the head down to the mat. Opening the throat here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last breath. Slowly release. Tucking the chin once more. Beautiful. Bend the knees and the feet down. Breathe in and flatten the low back. Breathe out and lift the hips. Maintaining that tightness here in the abdominals. Seeking quiet in the remainder of the body. Slowly roll it down, top to bottom. Nice. Settle into your meditation posture. Shavasana, Sukhasana, easy pose. Whichever you like. For these next few breaths, tune into the body and seek the comfort, the solace in the silence. You can feel free to stay in the space of quiet reflection, observation, for as long as you would like, or as long as you're able. But for now, we will say our goodbyes. I hope that today's session served you. I hope you feel really good. I hope you have a great weekend. And I hope I see you again really soon. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.